Shalom, giving all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation, as always, to the elect. And just wanted to speak on a few things that have been expressed by particular apostles and elders and brothers over the last couple of weeks, dealing with brothers' behavior and how you conduct yourself. All right. And remembering that we are a body. Okay. So your behavior and what you do, what you post on the comment boards, what you do in your everyday life will affect the body potentially. Okay. So you have to take heed in what you are doing, what you are saying, like personal testimony. This week has been like one of the worst weeks that I've had, now in these particular situations that I've been going through. If I lose it, or react to a particular demon in a way that could be harmful to myself, not only to myself, it could also be harmful to the body. Okay. Getting in the car, pissy drunk, driving crazy as hell and getting pulled over and getting a DUI. That's not only harmful to you, but that's harmful to the brothers as well, because who are you going to look to for help to get through that situation, whether it be financially or whether it be counsel that you're going to have to take, whatever it is, you that action that you took not only affected you, but now it affects the brotherhood, man. You see, whatever it is, man, it can go on various situations, because we're living in the last days of the last days. So these spirits are going to jump on brothers, and you have to understand and know how to rebuke these spirits on spot, or else they'll grow into a pattern of behaviors that will be detrimental to your salvation, man. All right. So this video is to exhort the Akim who are in these camps. Watch what you say, watch what you do. Your everyday life is your sacrifice. A lot of times brothers get into the habit of thinking that just doing videos is enough to say, well, the Lord is dealing with me. Well, your anastrophe, your everyday conversation, who you are, okay, the way you, are in this world, how you act amongst non-believers, all of that as well is a part of your sacrifice and matters, man. We were never given the okay to go out into this world and be complete losers and assholes, man. Yahweh Shai never taught us that. We were never given the go-ahead to be confident in a plain way. We were never given a go-ahead to be a complete madman on the comment boards. All of these things matter, and it can affect the whole body as a whole, man. Okay. And if you're a stone that doesn't fit, then what does that mean? You're going to be cast out, and the Lord is going to raise up another stone that fits perfectly within where you were lacking. Okay. And the house of David is going to be built either way it goes. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 9. For we are laborers together, ye are God's husbandry. All right. As we're building, what are we building? We're building the tabernacle of David, man. Okay, remember, you're not just a nigga who knows that you're an Israelite and you know some scriptures and you're here to cut people or show, people, show off your knowledge. No, you're a wise master builder, man. Okay, you're building the temple of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And the Lord doesn't dwell in filth. All right, for ye are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are God's building. Okay, that temple that's spoken of in Revelation, the 21st chapter, New Jerusalem. That's what we're, fighting to be a part of, man. According to the grace. Now we're under a grace period. All right, you have this whole argument with these Christians. Their argument is that we're in the new covenant. Well, if we're in the new covenant, then we wouldn't need to be teaching other Israelites, first off. And if they were really in the new covenant, then they wouldn't sin anymore. The law, statutes, and commandments would be written in them. Here it is. They say they're in the new covenant, but then they say it's okay to sin, which is transgression of the law, when the new covenant is the laws being written in you. I'm in the new covenant, but I can eat an octopus. That doesn't make any sense. But that shows you that they're not the true teachers of these scriptures, man. But we're under a grace period, okay? And if you don't understand grace, if you were given a grace period to pay a bill, that means that, you know, they give you 2 weeks to gather up the money needed to pay that bill off because you didn't have the money to pay it at that time. So instead of cutting off your lights, they give you a grace period to where you're able to go and gather the money. Well, if you align that up with what we're doing, you know, Yahushua paid our bill. He paid the bill when he offered himself up as a sacrifice. That's why the scriptures say we weren't redeemed with money or anything corruptible, but we were redeemed with the precious blood of Yahushua, okay, being brought back to the Father through the adoption, right? So we've been given a grace period to where we're not judged 100% technically by the law. Okay, we're not in the first covenant. In the first covenant, if you made particular mistakes or sins, if you missed the Sabbath, you were cut off. Okay, you committed adultery, you were put to death. Now we're in a grace period to where you are able to build yourself up and show a pattern of good works worthy to make your sacrifice acceptable to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You're in debt to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. So you have to live your life like you're in debt to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And a lot of brothers use this grace period to just be bigger assholes, man, to get themselves in more debt. Here it is, you're in debt. All right, you owe money on the bill, but you're going out and accumulating more debt. That doesn't make sense. Okay, according to the grace which God is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, okay, and another buildeth thereupon. And here's the point, but let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. You have to take heed on how you're building, man. Okay, you can't get simple, man. Okay, you're gonna have particular men or scoffers that rub you the wrong way. You can't overreact and allow them to get the upper hand to where they're dictating your actions and causing you to act out of order and do things that are detrimental to the body. Whether maybe it's at work, you got a coworker or a supervisor that's doing some wickedness, man. And you like, man, in your mind, you like this, you want to snap, but you can't snap. You can't snap. First of all, it's a test. Okay, you have to keep your cool. If you snap, not only do you put yourself in danger of maybe being fired or maybe being reprimanded or whatever it may be, you put the brothers in danger, because if you're fired over a false move or something that you shouldn't have done or overreacting or snapping or whatever it may be, then who's going to have to help you out? Who are you going to go to for help? It's only so, I mean, some brothers are cool with their families like that, but the majority are not, man. So you're going to come to the brotherhood for help to get through that situation. When if you made the spiritual decision and not a decision based upon the flesh, you would have still had your job, man. Okay? So let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. Okay? Your everyday life. Some brothers getting smashed and drunk as hell and then going out and driving and, you know, getting into wrecks and accumulating. What are you doing? Getting DUIs. Okay, now that happens, but some brothers have a pattern of these type of things, man. We gotta understand what we're doing and what we're amongst, man. You got people out here throwing up enchantments on us. You got all sorts of things going on. So you have to, hey, as it says in Sirach 13:13, you walk in the peril of your overthrow. Any step can be your last, man. Okay, so as a wise master builder, you want to take heed. Let every man take heed on how he buildeth thereupon. Understand you're in a grace period. Understand that you're in debt. So move like it. Okay, and every brother doing his job and keeping this in mind makes the next brother's job that much easier, man. The best way to be a brother and to show that you love the brothers next to you is to keep the best way is keeping yourself in order, not being a liability. Okay, and amongst other things, man. Knowing, you got to know your weaknesses, know what you should stay the hell away from. Okay, you didn't become an Israelite and get this knowledge to just be uncouth, man. You got to know you got to pay attention to, the things you say, that you do. You got to know what irks you. You got to know when you're going too far left. You got to know when you got demons on you. Okay, as the scriptures say, be not confident in the plain way, man, to where you're just a reprobate. Now, let me get Titus, and I'm not gonna make this too long. Let's get the book of Titus. Here we go. I'll just go here. Let's get Titus chapter 2 and 7. Titus chapter 2 and 7 says, I start at 6. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, and sincerity. Okay, showing thyself a pattern of good works, man. Okay, sound speech that cannot be condemned, man, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having nothing evil to say of you. You don't want to give the demon something to say of you because you're being confident in the plain way and doing something out of order, man. Okay, sound speech that cannot be condemned. Stick to the scriptures, man. Okay, if you are going to comment, just comment in the spirit. There was a time where, man, comments used to ruin my whole day. You would spend a whole day back in the day going back and forth on a comment board with a scoffer, man. And you'll have a headache. You'll be mad and angry as hell. Now, if I do comment to a scoffer, it's, well, just go teach that, bro. Good luck with your ministry, man. Go teach. If that's what you believe, go teach your doctrine, bro. Because I know if I'm going to go back and forth, and this particular scoffers who I know that I can't even go there with, I have to either ignore it or if I do respond, it's just con. All right, well, this is what I believe. And that's, you got to understand and know yourself, man. Because you can put yourself in a position that'll be harmful to your salvation and ruin your damn life based upon something that doesn't even matter, man. Trying to get the last word, trying to get a victory. All of these things do not matter, man. And you got to know and understand in these last days what you do and what you say as a part of a body could be detrimental not only to yourself, but to the next man and to your apostles and elders, man. Okay? The scriptures say that you don't want the ministry to be blamed. Let's get that real quick. So learn from mistakes, man. Don't. Hey, what makes a good boxer like Floyd Mayweather is one of the best technical boxers that ever existed, in my opinion. Now, if you watch his fight with Shane Mosley, in the second round, he was hit and damn near knocked down. But for the rest of the fight, did you see him get hit by that same punch? Absolutely not. So what makes a good fighter is being able to adjust, man. Okay, and we're in a spiritual war. You can't get hit with the same punches that you got hit with earlier in your walk and make the same mistake over and over and over again and just say Khan Salakia. At some point, it's not going to work, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to cast you out, man, because you're not taking heed, man. This is 2 Corinthians 6:3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. You don't want the ministry to be blamed because we already got enough hell coming at us either way it goes. You already got people making things up, lying, going back to older videos, trying to find, things that they can use to say that we're terrorists and this and this and that. So you want to make sure that you're not doing anything to add to that, man. Because either way it goes, they're going to lie. But is the lie true? Are you really a reprobate? Are you really some uncouth nigga who just knows he's an Israelite, knows a few scriptures? Hey, only Yahweh Bashim Yahushua knows that, man. All right, but you got to be honest with yourself first, man. Okay? And these are the type of talks that brothers have to have with one another. Don't let these particular things build, man. You see, brothers doing something that can eventually get the ministry blamed. You got to say something to that brother at this point, man. And you as a brother, you have to be open to instruction. Okay, as the scriptures say, let's see here. I believe it's in Proverbs 1. If you're not willing to be instructed and to receive criticism, then you're not a man of the Lord. If at this point you're not able to be instructed or told about yourself, then you're not a man of the Lord, man. You don't fit with the body because things are getting tight. So there's particular, you may have a reprobate demon on you. Hey, demons still mess with brothers. So the next man is meant to come and correct you, man, or show you where you're going wrong at, man. And it ain't pretty, but it don't feel good, but it's needful for your salvation, man. Proverbs 1 and 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive instruction of wisdom. And the wisdom has been given to basically the 144,000, the body, Yahweh's brethren, man, that holy spiritual family. And if the next man, the man next to you, while y'all on the highways and the byways, it's all good. But then when a man corrects you or tells you your fault or comes at you, you can't overreact, man. Remember, we are being prepared to be leaders of the next world, man, to perceive the words of understanding. So to receive instruction in wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. Okay? But going back to Titus, so yeah, be open to criticism, man. Don't get to a point to where you can't be corrected or told about yourself, man. That is not conducive to what we're trying to do. Okay, even if you don't fully agree, see what the brother is coming at you with, accept it. Pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to help you see it or to help you, whatever it is. You just got to get through it, man. Don't overreact when rebuked or told about yourself, man. Because that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua speaking to you. Okay, you can't just think your brothers are men of the Lord when you are on the highways and the byways or eating chicken. He got to be a man of the Lord when he's speaking to you as well, man. Those got to be words that you are receiving directly from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Okay? It says, Titus 2 and 8, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having nothing evil to say of you. Okay? And that's the spirit we got to be in, man. Making sure that we're keeping ourselves in a right spirit, man. All right, to those that are within and to those that are without. So we weren't never given the go ahead to be madmen. Get a few more. So this is just a quick exhortation to Akim, man. This is shit. This is 1 Timothy 4. 2, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers. So you got to be an example, man. Okay, as you're out in your life or in this world, you got to make sure you're representing Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You're representing the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You're representing the word, man. So you want to be an example of a true believer, man. Okay, not going too goddamn far, not being a tyrant in your house. You gotta, hey, look, man, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua never gave us the go ahead to be assholes, man. Okay, so this means brothers have to you gotta fast, man. There's particular demons that you may be dealing with. You just may accept, well, this is me. That's just how. Well, it may not be conducive to the body, man. Okay, so you gotta check yourself, man. We're preparing ourselves to be rulers and leaders of this new world, man, to come, the kingdom of heaven. The judgment starts amongst the body and starts with yourself first off, and then amongst the body, man. That's why Paul said, do you know the saints shall not judge ain't the saints going to judge the world? So you're not going to be able to judge the world. The Lord ain't going to put you in a position to judge the world if you can't even judge yourself and judge right amongst the body or take correction. All right, it says, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in the word, in conversation, man. Now, of course, we're in this world. Of course, sometimes brothers may talk about sports, brothers may talk about women, whatever it is. That's going to happen. But your conversation goes into ultimately who you are and what you're all about, man. Okay? It says in charity and spirit, and in faith. Matter of fact, let me look up that word conversation. I think it's anastrophe. There you go. Anastrophe. Manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment. You see that? Deportment. So your conversation is really going into what you're about, man. Your behavior, your conduct, who you are, man. Okay? 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith. All right, in purity. All right, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee. Okay? And you got to figure out what your gift is, man. And then you got to be comfortable within that lot and confident in that lot, man. Because the scriptures say a man's gift maketh room for him, man. So you have to figure out what your gift is. You got brothers who've been in damn near 10, 11 years still talking about, I don't know my role in the camp. I don't know my... Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Get your ass up, man. Get out of that simple ass spirit, man. Before you get cast out. Okay? Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate on these things. Okay? You got to meditate on these things, man. Okay? If you find yourself constantly meditating on carnal things, then you got to know, maybe I need to fast. You know, damn, something not right with my spirit. Hey, and when you got to know when those demons are messing with you, man, and on you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to take them off, man. Meditate on these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that they may profit, that thy profiting may appear unto all, man. Take heed to thyself. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So by you making sure your conduct is on point, keeping a, level head in, a dire situation, because you can't be a leader, but when you're in straits, or when you're in a dire situation, you're overreacting, you're panicking. If the men under you see you, acting like that, then you're not fit to be a leader, man. You got to keep a level head, man. You can't overreact to everything. You can't always let the men under you see you screaming and bitter and going crazy over particular things that are happening in the world, man. Now you ask for prayer, and if you need it, you ask for anointing and stuff if you need it, but you can't let if you're a leader of a camp, man, you can't be overreactive to things that are going on in the world, man. You can't be overreactive when things come your way where you need to judge. Keep a level head, man, and have confidence in the Holy Spirit and lead. Be an example, man. Yahweh Shai constantly taught the disciples this message, man. Stop overreacting, have faith, and know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Let's see here. Walking honestly. Walk honestly. I think I just read that. This is Romans 13:13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, man. So you got to sit your ass down. There's a lot of brothers that just need to sit their ass down, man, before you destroy yourself and put brothers in a position to where now they got to not only deal with their sacrifice and their grace, but they got to, come on, man. Particular brothers have been in too long to be making the mistakes that they're making, man. But you're not out of there, so you still have a chance, man. All right? Sit your ass down, man. Pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Be still, man. Okay? Don't be too engulfed and caught up and entangled into this world as well, man. Put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Because when you do that, you make reprobate decisions. You have to make decisions that lead to life. You got to keep that at the forefront of your decision making, whether it be a woman that comes your way. Women come at me all the time. I'm at the point in my life to where, look, man, I'm gonna look forward, man, because I know a simple high can lead to me destroying my goddamn self, man. A simple high can lead to you now having a extra situation that you don't need in your life. So I know now I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait, man, until Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, gives us the kingdom to where I'm gonna indulge in all of these damn women. I can't do it now. It's not that it's not conducive to my situation. It's not conducive to me leading, and it's childish. It's childish at the end of the day. To every woman that smiles at you, you gotta have her. But you got brothers with those spirits on them, man. You gotta calm your ass down, man. Now, of course, we're all men. Men are gonna do what they do, but you gotta know your situation. There's a situation in the book of Ruth where there was the field was offered, to a particular kindred amongst the line of Judah, and he would have took the field, but he was like, man, when he knew that Ruth came with it and he had to take Ruth in order to get that field, he said, man, this is gonna ruin my inheritance. This is gonna ruin my situation. So I'm a chill, but chill out, and Obed, you got it. Or forget his name. Let me make sure I got that name right. It's in the book of Ruth. Obed, which was the father of Jesse. Now, when you read in this story, let me see here if I can just find it real quick. Yep, verse 5. Then Boaz said, what day thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, who to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I mar mine own inheritance. Now, he was going to get it when he thought it was just the land, but once he knew Ruth was a part of it, another wife, what did he say? I'm going to mar my own inheritance. Redeem thou my right to thyself. All right. I cannot redeem it. Basically, it was too much for him to take on. So he looked at his situation and he knew, nah, I can't. What I got going on, I got a wife, it's basically, best for me not to take that on. But that's just one example of, you got to know your situation, man. And you got to, brothers, stop being uncouth, man. Stop making decisions based upon the flesh. And sometimes think, man. Think before you do. Because a lot of these women be ruining you brothers' lives. Then you end up with children by them. But shit, man, if you simply would just don't say nothing. You don't have to have every woman, bro. You don't have every woman that even calls you handsome or gives you her card. You don't have to have it, bro. Because it's going to end up ruining your goddamn life at some point, man. That's just advice through the spirit, man. Because, every man is going to do what he does. But there was a point in my life when a woman smiled at me. Shit, I'm getting the number. A woman gave me play. I'm shit. Then you text her and you wish you never text her. Then you got to talk to her every day and you get tired of the shit. So I say all that to say this, man. Watch how you build. Keep yourselves in the Holy Spirit and understand that every decision you make, all right, in your everyday lives, man, could eventually affect you and the brothers, man. Shalom.